In this race video, I make a return to the FIAs after being away for 2 races, and I've got to try another no-stop strategy, but I also needed to get my elbows out a bit. How did I do? You got to watch to find out. Welcome to the channel. This is Geauxgreddy, your 2018-2019 SCCA Senla Region F Street Autocross Champion and GT Sport Sim Racer. And tonight we've got the Manufacturers Series again, round 10 at Sardegna B. If you like what you see, I ask that you be so kind as to hit that like button. If you really like what you see, go ahead and smash that subscribe. Here we are on our hot lap. Our banker lap put us in at P8, so let's see how we can do on the hot lap. I just want to put in a last good corner, get me a good start to my hot lap. Come around there, a couple miles an hour to where I want to be, but still pretty good. Carrying good speed down the straight. All I got to do is carry these fresh tires right on through corner 1 and get a really good start to my hot lap, try and move my positions, and just then PCK pulls out of the pits. I'm thinking he's going to move to the left for sure. He kind of faked like he was going to there for a minute, but does not, and so you can kiss my hot lap goodbye. That is qualifying luck for you. Reminder, folks, get out of that racing line. Would be appreciated by all. So a lot of good folks in this lobby. As you can see, Q14 was where I ended up. Right there, not too hot. So let's see who we got in the lobby. Thank you, Opera Lady. And we all know what that denotes. That's right. Beginning of the race, beginning of the excitement. Again, really good lobby, full of a lot of folks I knew. Of course, sitting there, flashing his lights at you. That's Revo Nut. Know him well. And first, we got Gasu Racing 512, 10th ranked in the lobby with a 125, 266, I believe it was, something like that. And number 2, Ever Ready with a 125, 681. And third, Revo Nut with a 125, 697. Well done, sir. And fourth, the 13th Czar with a 125, 794. And fifth, Star Troop 25, number 1 ranked in the lobby with a 125, 864. And sixth, I Want to Be Scott Pruitt with a 125, 940. And seventh, WRC Mad Max with a 126, 119. And eighth, Mr. McKee, the 126, 119, and in ninth, Slayer GT with a 126, 178. In 10th, Resist Rise with the 126, 186. You can see these very close together. In 11th, Kenbo with a 126, 303. In 12th, Shell Shock with also with a 126, 353. Not much separating. 13th, we got Pepsi 1, 126, 370. In 14th, myself, Geauxgreddy, the 126, 412. And in 15th, WBFD Wheelman with the 126, 537. And 16th, Crazy Kev with the 126, 674. And 17th, Binary Theory with the 126, 815. And 18th, PCK Attack with the 126, 858. In 19th, Nettles with a 126, 865. In 20th, Manji, another Lexus driver, with a 127, 676. So there is the starting order. Top 3 with some very good times, but only 3/4 of a second separates me from position 1. So again, as you move up in these A ranks, these grids just get tighter and tighter and tighter. Not much separating the front to the back of the pack. So you really got to kind of be on your game. So let's get it started and let's see how the race goes. So here we are in P14 behind Pepsi 1 and in front of Wheelman. Heading down towards the always exciting corner one. And at Sardegna, it's been pretty uneventful. I dropped the anchor there about the 100 board, and of course the Porsche sends it in from afar and away. And that was Crazy Kev, and he really, he definitely sent that from quite a distance. I'm just going to guess he got his break point wrong or right there. I don't know. He made the corner, so I guess right, but I was just trying not to murder Pepsi 1 there in the corner. So I was being a little more cautious. I try to be more cautious in corner 1 typically. It's nice to actually be able to start the race and not, have like a 5-second penalty or something crazy like that. So meanwhile, Crazy Kev, all over the back end of me, out in front of Wheelman, obviously. He makes a move on the inside here, but I know the next corner is mine. Now, I'm not sure which strategy he's on. I don't know if he's on a no-stop strategy and he's just trying to move up a few positions before he settles in, or if he's actually on a one-stop strategy and trying to actually get by me. So I give him space here on this corner. He doesn't take it. I was kind of surprised about that. I thought the Porsche would be able to take me to the inside of there, but the room that I gave him apparently was not enough. So we move on to the straight, where the Porsche isn't a very good candidate for passing. Again, he looks to the inside here on the last corner, but fails to make the move. So takes the back corner pretty poorly. He starts to fall back there. I'm trying to move up here on Pepsi 1, trying to get back into that slipstream. Having to adjust my line there for Crazy Kev has cost me some time in that first lap, as you can see. So we head towards corner 1. He makes the move on Manji, and Manji, our first victim, flies off the track, spins out in the Lexus. So Manji's race going to be a little more difficult from here on out. So Crazy Kev living up to his name behind me. At this point, I'm thinking he's probably on the one-stop strategy, which probably wasn't the best one for the Porsche. It really had pretty good tire wear. And in fact, our leader, Revo, or who will be leading, was in the Porsche, and he ran a really nice no-stop strategy. So Crazy Kev all in front of me on this long straight, not too happy about that, so I was pushing him along and got an SR down for it, which isn't usually how that works. Usually it's the guy in front that gets the SR down. So my fault. Going up the hill, I've got PCK attack rather, on my rear bumper. He hits me from behind, and of course I get the penalty there too, because I don't know, I'm just an SR down magnet, I guess. But like I said, I have my elbows out this race. Again, when I do the no-stop strategy, I'm going to run my racing line, and if you're on, as I bounce around the last corner there, if you're on the one-stop strategy, you just got to figure out a way to get around me. I mean, you're revving your car out. If you can't set up a corner to pass someone on a no-stop strategy, you're doing something wrong. And I can't help you with that. I can't. So I'm just going to stay on the racing line. You do what you got to do. I see there Nedless. He gets on the inside. I see him the inside. I give him room there. He comes through. He makes the pass. Of course, I get an SR down because we bumped doors, but it was barely contact. I think the cars may have touched a little bit, but it wasn't like we altered each other's path or anything. So anyway, it was still an SR down, but it was a good pass by Nettles. So he's through. I don't know if Crazy's taking notes there on how to make a pass. You got to set that car to the inside early so I can see you there, so I can actually leave room for you to make the pass on the inside. If you come flying in out of my blind spot, I don't know that you're there, so I can't leave room for you. So anyway, good pass by Nettles. As I finally start to catch back up here to Pepsi 1, he gets a little off in the sand there, so that gives me an opportunity to get back into the slipstream. I'm now within that magical 0.8, and he heads off into the sand. Coming back on the track, gets into my right corner panel. I was really worried that I was going to get one of those 5-second penalties for that, but I didn't, so thank goodness for that, because that would have really ruined my race. But anyway, so Pepsi 1 off into the sand. So again, his race is going to be tough to recover from. So 2 people off track. I'm in 15th. I started in P14, so I've actually moved back a position. But again, we've got some folks on the one-stop strategy. It's, again, hard to tell who. From what I can tell, it appears Crazy Kev obviously is, and Nettles 99 as well, because he is burning some serious fuel, catching up to the pack of cars in front. And being in the Porsche, I know that really on a no-stop, his strategy is going to be with the tires and just easing it through those gears and short shifting, which they obviously were not doing. So PCK Attack still behind me. He's falling about 1.3 seconds behind me, so I'm not really worried too much about him anymore. As I notice, I'm catching back up to Crazy Kev. So I don't know what happened to him, but I am pulling on him hard, so I'm just going to go ahead and make the move to the inside here on the uphill right-hander. I stick it in there really nice, get on the gas. He slings it out to the right pretty violently, so I just gradually move over to the right and cut back on my line. And again, Kev, if you present the car to my inside, I can make room for you. So let's look at this again. I get a 3-second penalty for this. So I make the pass on the inside. I'm going up the hill. He slings it out to the right. I move over to the normal racing line. And then he goes for I guess it was the undercut he was going for. But it just, it's really hard in a section of corners like that to make room for someone if they don't present their car next to you so you know they're there. Anyway, so I get a 3-second penalty. Such is life. Not much I can do about it. I was in P14 for a little while, but I get lucky. Some folks enter the pit, so hey, look at me, I'm in P11. Okay, so now here Crazy Kev finally makes a decent pass. So he's moving to my outside. I see him there. Great. Now I can make room for him in the corner. I hit the brakes. He's still to my left. I leave him room. I cut back in behind him. There we go, folks. Nicely done. Kev, I have faith in you, brother. I know that you can get this passing thing out, and you can work it out, and you can get it right. And look, I'm not trying to not take any blame. Like, if I had my radar on, I probably would have saw a little more of what was going on, but really my main concern was my fuel map. And I wasn't making any crazy moves or any late defensive position moves or anything like that. So that's why I was like, just set up a pass and I'll just let you on by. Anyway, so move up on I Want to Be Scott Pruitt. I'm guessing he got a penalty up here or something because I came up on him rather fast and he has good pace. So here I enter the penalty zone. I stay out of the racing line, which is the far right. And PC Attack takes advantage of that. And of course, I unghost at the worst possible time, right on the corner of the apex for PC Attack. But luckily for him, he assumed my ghost would not, or would ghost out. So he managed not to get hit there. So good job by PCK Attack there. And I go wide. And of course, when you go a little wide on that corner, you get, that's right, a half-second penalty. So just as I pass back PCK Attack, I got another half-second penalty workout. So right now I'm thinking, all right, I'm about 2% behind on fuel on what I want to be. I want to be at 44% here with 4 laps to go. I got a half-second penalty. I really need to put some space between me and PCK Attack so I can maintain this P10 position, because I would like to finish P10. That would be good. I was 18th ranked in the lobby, so I mean P10. That's positive DR points. So I'm good with that. So I'm trying to put enough distance between me and PCK that when I serve this penalty, I'm still in P10. And I want to be Scott Pruitt, so I want to be S Pruitt. But I've got him in front of me. I know he's got good pace. He's outpaced me in several of the practice lobbies we did. So don't have any ideas of making some big pass on him anytime soon. So, but it would be nice if I get in that slipstream. Anyway. So I served my half-second penalty, cost me a good bit of time heading up this hill. Such a tough place to take a penalty. Lose a lot of speed right there. So heading around the second to last corner into the final corner, going into lap 7. I've got Scott Pruitt in front of me. I Want to Be Scott Pruitt in front of me still. I still got PCK Attack behind me. My fuel is looking okay. I'm at 33%. When I cross the line, I have 3 laps to go. Now down to 32%. I'm about 1% off of where I want to be. I want to be at 11% per lap. It's not the end of the world. Just need to continue to short shift. I'm going to put it in third here as I come out of the corner, I think. No, I did not. I left it in second. There I go. Now I'm in third. I realized I need to be in third. Save just a little bit of fuel on those exits. I've got no one behind me. I can finally settle into some of my laps. If you look over my lap times on the right, got 2 129s when I was battling, a 128 when I finally got some clean space, then a 131 with the penalty, and another 129 with the penalty. So I should be running 128s, slipping in a 127 if I run a really good lap. but these are not really my lap times that were indicative of my usual race pace. So it was a little frustrating there, but hey, I'm sitting in P7. Some folks have pitted, like actually quite a few more folks than I thought would pitted, so it has moved me up substantially. Now I'm back on Star Troop 25's bumper, who I felt like at the beginning of the race I had a little better pace than. And again, catching kind of back up to I Want to Be S. Pruitt. A little surprised about that. Usually pretty fast guy. So about a second out of Star Troop 25 slipstream, and I'm thinking I just want to push just a little bit through here, get the RPMs up just a little more to try and get into that slipstream because I'm just so close. Now I'm within that 0.8, 0.820 now and dropping. Now I'm in the slipstream. Now I can pull on that big Lexus 7th gear, heading towards that 100 board. I just want a really good corner here to really get into the slipstream. And just as I'm doing that, I notice a little green Megane behind me sneaking in there. That's right. Ever Ready coming back from his one stopper. So he started in P3, so now he's back in P6. So one of the one stoppers that's making a move back towards the front. I'm thinking really right now, I mean, I finally reeled in Star Troop 25, and now I got to deal with this Megane. So I was hoping he would set up to the inside. I was going to go wide, kind of let him pass on the inside, then I could sweep in and take a good race exit and still be on Star Troop 25's tail. But instead he went to the outside. That kind of messed me up right there. But I want to stay in Star Troop slipstream. I don't want to lose it. So I don't really care if the Megane passes me, but I don't want to lose Star Troop. And so he sends it to the inside there, gets his elbows out a little bit. He could have showed him a little patience there. I could have given him a little space, but he rams in the side of Star Troop. So, you know, his loss, my gain, I guess. That's really kind of stunk for Star Troop. Ever Ready was really kind of pushing his way through there, trying to get back up towards the front. Which, again, I understand you have to drive aggressively with the one-stop strategy, but, you know, you got to set up your corners as well. So, anyway, c'est la vie. So anyway, Ever Ready up in the fourth. I move into P5. I got Star Troop behind me. He's only about 4/10 behind me, so he's still in my slipstream. Still worried about him. I see I Want to Be S. Pruitt. It's got a penalty. I don't know how much. I couldn't tell in the race how much of a penalty it was, but I was like, possibly. I could maybe he got a P4 here. And, you know, still looking good in the final lap. My tires look okay. I've got 6% fuel left. You know, it says 0.7 laps. I would rather be about 6% fuel left on this downhill section. Now I'm showing 7%. But doing okay on fuel. I don't really want to run out, but I want to stay close enough here. I'm like, do I rev it out to see what happens with S. Pruitt? I couldn't decide. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Got to make sure I got enough fuel. Again, down to 4%. Not much track remaining, but you know these uphill sections take a lot of fuel. I Want to Be S. Pruitt serves as a penalty. It's only a half seconder, so it wasn't enough for me to catch up. So stay on the gas, heading towards the final corner. I've got a 1.5 seconds on Star Troop. I'm about 2 seconds back on I Want to Be S. Pruitt. I'm sitting in P5. Started from P14. Not too bad. As you can see the distance between everyone heading down the final stretch. Can I hold on to a P5 from P14 in the A lobby? And I run out of fuel just as I cross the line for the P5. So like I said, elbows were out a little bit. Everyone raced hard. Some things could have been done better by myself as well as some of the other racers in here. My SR got hit pretty good on this race. And, you know, in a couple spots, I definitely am guilty of, you know, could have used some better sportsmanship myself there. So anyway, no terrible harm. It was fun. It was a good race. It was exciting. I was excited at the end. I thought it was a great race. I had a really good time racing with everyone in the lobby. And, you know, of course, big congratulations to my buddy Revo Net for getting that win. Well deserved. So 5th place and some good points for me. So hope you enjoyed the race. If you did, come back, watch some more races. Hope you enjoyed the commentary. If you did, hit that like button. So for Geauxgreddy, myself, signing out. Y'all, great evening.